Blessings and peace to you. This is SB Favor Thinking Podcast, and my name is SB Favor. How are you doing today? It is Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. Another wonderful day and another day to be thankful. And as I always say, if you focus on what is good, then you can project something good to happen. So make sure you focus on what is good. There is no benefit in focusing on all the negative things. So focus on what is good. If you are out there running around, running errands, doing whatever it is you are doing, make sure you are wearing your mask and using your hand sanitizer in public areas. Please, you got to keep yourself safe and keep your family members safe. We are still in the middle of a pandemic. So I want to remind you of that because I care. My co-host this evening is Jaki Draper and Rebecca Barreto, and I'm so glad they're here, my two favorite people. And we're going to talk about true confidence versus false confidence, and what do you have confidence in the most? Because guess what? We live in such a crazy world. We all should have the most confidence in God. And I say that because we should always keep a healthy confidence, a confidence without arrogance and without pride. Hi, ladies. How you doing tonight? Jaki.
Hello.
Rebecca.
Hi, good evening, SB. Good evening, Jaki. I'm doing great.
Hello, SB and Rebecca. I'm having a wonderful day.
Awesome. Yeah, we're going to talk about confidence, true confidence, false confidence, and what is confidence to you? Because some people define confidence differently. What you say? You think some people do, Jaki?
Well, I would think they all define it the same. And I don't know.
No.
Maybe I'm being overconfident.
Okay.
I don't know.
But, how about you, Rebecca?
Your confidence is your belief in yourself. I don't know what else it would be.
True. How about you, Rebecca? You think that some people define confidence differently?
Yeah. I do believe that people define confidence differently, and I have to agree with Jaki in that part in regards to believing in yourself. And basically confidence really is, having a conviction that you have the ability, you have the ability to meet, life's challenges, and you have the ability to succeed. It's not confidence is not something that it automatically comes. It's an ability that can be acquired, and it's an ability that improves over time.
Yeah, I believe in that. True confidence is self-assurance that is grounded in your core values and what you believe about yourself. It's not anything that has to do with material possessions, because some people think that, if you have a house, certain type of house or car or education, they get their confidence from that. And that's fake self-confidence. It's like, false confidence is fake self-assurance, pretending to be something that you're not. It comes along with arrogance and pride and being phony. And so that's unhealthy. But people do it. People feel the need to be confident in stuff and not in core values. What do you think about that, Jaki?
Well, definitely. I think that your egotistical person is going to be more your false confidence. Mm-hmm. It's basically comes from a place of insecurity. They're wearing a mask. Where somebody that is confident, they are their authentic, true self. Mm-hmm. And they don't need outside validation because they know their value.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. How about you, Rebecca?
Yeah. True confidence, is I want to say true confidence / success, right? Mm-hmm. And success, is what, back to what I said earlier, it's the conviction, right? That we have the ability to succeed in life. So others succeed in life by acquiring perhaps more material things. Okay, now and but they're confident, right? But they live constantly contributing, living a life of, okay, I take, I get, I'm confident, I'm successful, but they have a balance. They contribute to others, right? They give to others, right?
Right.
And they have a balance within their life versus the person that is operating in a false self. It is, first of all, an artificial personality.
It is.
And they're constantly seeking approval, accolades, validation. And actually what comes out of that is actually bad behavior.
Yes.
Because you have two people. I'll give you an example. You have a confident person that's working in the job force. They're working hard and out of sincerity, with passion, with pure dedication. But then you have another person that has this ego confidence or this false self.
Yes.
And they have this self-righteous attitude that they're constantly nitpicking other people, judging them. Right? Judging them along the way.
Yeah, that's false confidence, because I've seen that in the workplace where a person has a certain title, and because of that title, they feel they walk around with their chest out, so to speak, and they have a false confidence because they feel confident because of a title. A person, feels confident because of a car. How does a car or a house make you feel confident? I don't understand that. Because, and I say that because I was raised a certain way. I wasn't raised to focus on stuff, material stuff. I wasn't raised to focus on money. Like, my mom didn't say, oh, well, if you have a certain amount of money, now you're valuable. No, you gain self-confidence and self-worth based upon knowing who you are. Right?
Yes.
So why do you think, Jackie, people associate their confidence with a house or a car? A person could be driving a Corvette or a Lamborghini or whatever kind of car, and they feel confident, but yet they're empty in the inside. Empty inside, but driving a nice car. But they're confident because of a car. But if they didn't have that car, they wouldn't be confident. How does that happen? What do you think about that?
Well, I'm going to tell you that they're not confident.
That's right.
It's a false confidence, and they know that it's a false confidence. They know 100% that they are insecure, that they feel inadequate, and they feel that they need to tick these boxes so that other people will not see their inadequacies. Where when let's say you're at a party and you see two people. There's 50 people here and 2 people are here that are getting most of the tension in the room.
Right.
You have your ego-driven person with your false confidence and getting a lot of attention, just as they do. And then you have this other confident person that's getting attention. People that are ego-driven, they demand attention. They need everyone to pay attention to them. They need people to admire them. They need to sit and talk about their new car. They need to sit and talk about their new house or their new job or their stuff that they have that they believe, gives them status and makes them appear worthy.
That's right.
And the other person that is actually getting attention, the confident person, they know their value. They bring value to other people. They are interested in other people. They want to learn from other people, so they're engaging and they're in conversation, and people are drawn to them for those reasons because the relationship is not one-sided. This other person is just over here screaming and yelling and demanding attention, so people are not paying attention because they necessarily want to, but he's, like a screaming child is screaming. You're paying attention to the kid because you have to get him to shut up.
Right.
The other person over here you want to pay attention to because they bring value to your life.
Right.
And that person is the confident person.
Exactly.
But a lot of us experience, we can be a confident person and still have experiences that make us feel insecure. Whenever you have, a jealous feeling, or like we were talking about revenge a couple weeks ago, when you have those feelings, those are you feeling inadequate, you feeling insecure, and those are ego-driven feelings. How you act on them, now that is based on your confidence.
Exactly.
But you are going to have insecure feelings even if you're a confident person. It's just how you display them.
Exactly. So what do you think, Rebecca? Why do you think some people connect their confidence to material stuff?
Well, I have to say, Jaki couldn't have explained it any better. And you really hit it.
Yes.
Hit it real good. Because it's true. You have the ego person, or the ego confident person, has to have all those accolades, like you said, right? They have to have the validation. So how are they going to have the validation? Well, I'm going to have the bigger house, than Mr. Jones on the block, and I'm going to have, the best sports car. So they're kind of like utilizing those material things to gain attention, so that they can create a perception of themselves when in reality it's a artificial persona. And this could be a whole new topic, but if we go deeper and dig deeper, right, onto some of these type of characteristics, some people that live this way, they live in their own bubble. They're not connected with really the world. They're not truly connected with what's really happening in the world and around them. They're kind of living in a bubble. And if we start going into that a little bit more, I ask this question, and I know it may be a little bit off a topic, but what type of trauma, if any, if there was any, in that particular person from early childhood that led them to put these walls? Because let's think about it. When you're like that, you are not really being true.
That's true.
Others.
That's very true.
And you cannot create or build some fundamental friendships that has foundation. You can't, because it's based on a lie.
It's based on a lie, which takes me to the scripture that I was thinking about earlier today, and it's 1 John 2:16. It says, "For everything that is in the world is the lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, and the pride of life." And when I thought about that scripture, I was thinking about a person that is empty. They're empty on the inside, but they are trying to project all of these good things about themselves on the outside, based upon what they have, based upon their education, based upon the house they live in, the car, the bank account, or whatever. And they're just empty. They have fake self-assurance, pretending to be good, pretending to be something that they're really not, even if they work a certain field, and they may be good at what they do, but yet at the same time, they still have emptiness, which is fake self-assurance, which is fake false confidence. Then you have the person that has true confidence, which is self-assurance that is grounded in core values and it's not grounded in material stuff. That person, to me, is one that is filled with the virtues of God, the virtues of everything that pertains to life and goodness and happiness and joy and peace and humility. And so that's what I believe. I think that to be connected to something and feel confident because of it, I think it's pretty sad. And most people, sometimes they don't know it. Like you said, Rebecca, they don't know. So, but that scripture, that's what I think about, because the pride of life, it makes me think about, what do people see through? and how do they perceive material things? Because if you're seeing through the wrong lens when it comes to material things, of course you're going to have confidence in stuff, because you're seeing through the wrong lens, right? Yes. So that's pride, right? And so, yes, that's why I thought about that scripture. But let me, repeat again what fake and false and true confidence is. False confidence pretends to never make a mistake. It shows off, it brags, and Jackie, you mentioned that. It also, a person that has false confidence, they may act like they never need help. True confidence celebrates others with healthy competition, esteems others, helps others to shine. That's true confidence. And so all of those things, it just makes me think about, when it comes to false confidence, it makes me think about just the pride that's in the world. A lot of people are walking around with a lot of pride, and they don't even know it. Stuff shouldn't make you arrogant and egotistic. I think that the more you have, the more humble you should be. What do you think about that, Jackie?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, absolutely. If you are a person who lives in gratitude, then the more you have, the more humble you would be, the more grateful you would be. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of the problem is today in our world, we see only the sides of people that they allow us to see. We see so much of people. We're inundated with all this information about our friends and our family and people that aren't our friends, that we barely know, that we are associated with online.
Yes.
And people that we work with, that we become associated with online. So we get to see their private life as well, where, 10 years ago and more, we didn't have that exposure to each other. So a lot of people can have a sense of insecurity and feel like this is, I need to project this personality because I'm competing with all of these other people in the world. Mm-hmm. And yes. I think that's what's part of the problem.
What do you think, Rebecca?
Yeah. I have to just repeat one quick thing. Mm-hmm. I appreciate how you used this. Now, you used it more than once. Mm-hmm. You said grounded in core values.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So a true, successful, confident person is grounded in those core values.
Yes.
So that we know that if we fail mm-hmm. at maybe a given project or anything in our lives, mm-hmm. We have the confidence, and I love this. Mm-hmm. We have the confidence.
Yes. Being
grounded in those core values.
Yes.
Right. That through God also, and His help, we can succeed. And having the confidence is not automatic. It's an ability, that we acquire. And maybe some of us learned about that more from our mother, from our father, from a teacher, from a pastor, mm-hmm. From an author, right? From books that we read. Some of us may have not seen that much in our home, but we learned it. And as we learned it, we grew, we acquired, and we've improved. Now I want to say about the ego side, right? Mm-hmm. So I know that there were times in my life when I had a defensive mindset. Mm-hmm. I had to curb some self-righteous behaviors.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm. I had to also learn to learn from the experience mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. instead of pointing fingers at yes. others mm-hmm. When something failed.
Right.
And these are ego confident behaviors that we learn in discussions such as this with you, SB, mm-hmm. and in your inspirational podcast. Mm-hmm. You're also kind of reminding people this is something that you can acquire and can be improved over time, because being egotistical and having that ego mindset is actually, it's our worst enemy. And what it does actually is sabotages. If you think about it, friendships, family members, those relationships are not where it needs to be, because that person that has that ego mentality, that has that ego confidence, are really sabotaging relationships. Because after a while, when you are around someone like that,
right,
you don't want to be around them.
That's true.
They might not get invited to next Christmas dinner or the Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And why? Because of that type of behavior. So I myself have had to learn to ditch the defensive mindset,
right,
and curb my self-righteous actions. You know what I mean?
Right.
And learn to learn. The experience from any type of failures, and confidence is something that is acquired and improved with time.
Absolutely. We all, as I always say, we should work on ourselves and know where we are. And when I say know where you are, I'm talking about how you're thinking, your spirit, your attitude, your mindset. You should know where you are. Healthy confidence can never do you wrong if you're thinking correctly, and if you are helping others. I think that, being confident helps you to help others. But that's an extension of being confident, because when you're not confident, I don't see nobody with a lack of confidence helping others. I don't see that much. If anything, they're trying to hinder others, So,
I agree.
But true confidence has many, many, many benefits, and there's nothing wrong with being healthy mentally. And I just want to repeat this again. True confidence is self-assurance that is grounded in core values, not material stuff. And false confidence is it pretends to never make a mistake. It shows off, it brags, and it's always in a position not to help people. So, on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. And is there anything else you want to share, Jaki?
Actually, yes, if that's okay. I wanted to touch on another area that I think it puts people into the sense of the false confidence that they can't move into full and complete confidence. And that is faith. When you are a person of faith, and I don't mean necessarily that you have to have faith in Jesus, but faith in whoever your higher power is. There could be people that are not Christian listening to this. Whoever you think is the higher power, that have faith in your life, in your destiny, and as Christians, we believe, God is leading us to where we belong.
Right.
That when bad things happen, maybe this is a lesson that I needed to learn. When you are confident, then when something bad happens, you're like, okay, where's the lesson in this?
Right.
Where is the win in this loss?
Right.
Because I was meant to experience this. When you are insecure, when you do not have faith, then you think when bad things happen that it's happening to you, and you need to cover these bad things up and don't let anyone see them.
Right.
And have this false confidence.
Right.
Where when you walk with faith, then you can be confident because you know that you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
I like that, because you know what, listeners? We all believe in the God of love, and the love of God, the God of love, is the only God. So, when you put titles on religion, that's...
Well, some people believe in God. And
I understand what you're saying.
Jesus. So,
Yeah. But from my perspective, I believe in Jesus, yes. But I'm going to say it like this. Right here, right now. I believe, and we believe in the God of love. So, on that note, Rebecca, do you have anything else real quick you want to share?
Yeah, I like that. Have faith. Have faith in God.
Yes.
Stay grounded in your core values. And true success. Listen, is having a balance within your life.
That's right.
Being healthy. Continue to achieve. And if you find yourself with any characteristics of being, being a false, having false type of persona or type of, characteristic, or ego, listen, you can work on it.
You can work on it. That's right.
You can work on it. You can change, because confidence is improved over time.
Yes,
and
it is.
It. Thank you so much.
Yes, it is. Confidence is improved over time. Thank you, Rebecca. And I want to say, lastly, if you have God, the God of love, all right, people, the God of love. If you have the God of love, if you believe in the God of love, guess what? You will have confidence, because when you pray, prayer will increase your confidence. Absolutely, because you know the God of love. So on that note, I thank you so much for listening to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. And if you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at sbfavor. If you are trying to reach me, not just for anything that's not business-like, okay? I got to say that. But anyway, I also have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe and share the podcast with others. Make sure that you click the bell so that you can receive a notification each time there's a new episode of SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. Please leave me some feedback. And once again, share the podcast with others. Thank you so much for listening, and you have a good day.